Shiv continues to be with us. Shiv, as far as the ground offensive is concerned, several reasons as to why there could be delay, and there is in fact delay already, and there could be further delay. There is pressure, of course, from the US as well to in fact hold this till the time they can, isn't it?
That's right. There's an enormous amount of pressure on Israel at this time, and it's very visible pressure. You're seeing leader after leader arrive here in Israel, expressing solidarity with the Israeli people, the Israeli government, expressing commiserations for the dead and the wounded, but also telling Israel to be cautious because there's a humanitarian disaster. Now, each of these leaders has their own domestic compulsions. Biden faces an election next year. Macron has a country where you have an outsized Arab immigrant population, where he's, up against huge pro-Palestinian protests, which he's been trying to ban. Other leaders are facing similar dilemmas as well. I'm not saying that Israel is insulated from international pressure, but the sense I get, from the sense of grief, anger, and just how galvanized everyone is despite their internal differences and very visible anger against the Netanyahu government, is that we'll sort out our differences later. Right now, we have to destroy Hamas. There is that sense of unity, and commitment to purpose as far as that is concerned. And I think that is one of the reasons why I think a ground attack will still happen. I would still like to caution those who are conjecturing that this will be a ground operation of a grand scale of the kind that we've seen in 2009 and 2014. The last two times something like that happened, Israel wasn't looking to completely obliterate Hamas. At that point of time, it was more violence management, getting rid of some of the military commanders, getting rid of, many of the resources and positions that the Hamas enjoyed in order to manage the levels of violence that were coming in from Gaza. This time, based on what happened on October the 7th, things are completely different. The end game this time is non-negotiable as far as Israel is concerned. It has to be the extinction of Hamas. Whether it is the Hamas leaders based in Israel, whether it is them sitting in Qatar and other places, which have their own hypocrisies and ironies, given that Qatar has relations with Israel and the United States. Israel is committed to finishing Hamas once and for all. They believe that this is their only window of opportunity, and the deaths and destruction that happened on October 7th completely justifies their anger and their commitment to hunt down and finish every last Hamas operative. But the difficulties exist, Sneha. As we've seen, Hamas has proven to be not just any ragtag terrorist organization. They've proven to have capabilities that are formidable even 19 days into this fight. They're still trying to infiltrate through tunnels. There are 25 to 30 rocket attacks every single day here in Israel. I've passed through many of them in my travels over here, and therefore, as each day passes, their capability, their preparedness, their ability to withstand the strength of and the might of the Israeli army increases exponentially. Because remember, Gaza may be isolated by the siege, but they're not isolated in terms of the support that they get from places like Iran and other Arab states. And that's the big concern for Israel. They believe that window is shrinking for a large-scale ground operation, and that's why, as of 2 days ago, they began limited special forces operations into the Gaza Strip.
All right.